FTW Broadcasting here for the win! Thanks for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks to Force Strategy Gaming for hosting us on his channel once again. This is a fan-submitted replay from one of our wonderful FTW fans. We scraped the bottom of the barrel when it comes to StarCraft 2 with the lowest level replays, extreme noobage, and insanity, and hopefully this will follow suit. Let's get started. My name's AWOL, and my team is going to be here in the top right-hand corner. Cannoners as the orange Protoss on my team. Conquistador as the yellow Protoss on my team. And moving down to Daniel, playing as the purple Zerg. My boy Danny, how you doing? I'll let you introduce your own team because I've been talking too much already.
Well, I'm doing relatively okay. Down here we have the teal Zerg Carpet. I like that name. That's good. The blue Protoss Synchro over here in the the 6 o'clock. I'm just out of it here because there's no Terran, and when there's no Terran, I'm super sad. And I wouldn't even be casting this game if it wasn't for the red Protoss here at the 9 o'clock, Bobby Lee Swagger, because that's the greatest name ever.
Yeah, Bobby Lee Swagger. I'm pretty sure that's how he talks, with the super raspy voice.
He couldn't talk any other way. Whoa, we got Daniel running around with a huge amount of drones here. Do we have a worker rush? Oh, I love a good worker rush.
I do love a good worker rush too, and here goes Daniel. I mean, he actually took the time to produce a couple extra drones to bring him in here. Nothing starts off a Trollcast better than a worker rush. This is a train, and he's going to have these drones over here at Carpet's base completely outnumbered. It comes down to worker micro right here. Oh my gosh, just bam, 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 5 damage after 5 damage. My computer's lagging up. There's so much damage happening right now.
Wow, that's a really nice computer you got here with those workers lagging you up. But it is intense action, so I can understand. And the worker rush, it's looking a little rough here. This is just hot drone on drone action. I love it. So Daniel looks to be victorious here. He's got 3 drones left standing, and Carpet is done pretty much.
He is. There's going to be a Zergling popping out of this larva, though, and those 2 Zerglings are going to come out and clean up house. Drone on Zergling action. Who will be the victor? And it was actually pretty close. I think those 2 drones, if they would have ganged up on one of the Zerglings, could have done something there. But that worker rush is now over. But look at my boy Conquistador here, trying to cannon rush a Zerg player. I don't think he understands. He can't put cannons on creep there, buddy.
Yeah, he's a little confused there. But you got to appreciate the idea, the old, the old 1-2 cheese punch. In Lulz we trust.
Oh,
I love it.
I like that. That's got to be the title of this replay, man. In Lulz we trust.
Yeah, it's got to be. Good stuff.
All right, well, here's 2 cannons at the front of the base. Pretty much going to be completely ineffective. I mean, Carpet's base is virtually shut down right now as he has no workers and he has 0 minerals. He needs his allies to give him some minerals to get a nice little jump start going again.
Yeah, he's in... it's rough there, but good thing your team decided to cannon rush the player that was completely out.
It's very, very nice. Now he's cannoning the front of his base again. I guess there's a little choke between him and Synchro's base. Now, Synchro has 4 gates up right now, hasn't produced any units yet. I think Day 9 would be very, very angry at him for producing too many structures and not producing enough units.
Yeah, probably, but I think he'd be pretty angry with any of the participants in any of our Trollcasts. I think that might be the point.
I guess that's the reason why I haven't sent any of our replays to him. Cannoners over here. Oh my gosh, take a look at his base right now, Danny. Went straight to the Twilight Council, and now he's got the Dark Shrine up and running, and also is researching Warp Gate. So it looks like some DT rush action is going to happen. So it looks like it is the triple cheese from my team.
I kind of love your team right now. I wish they were my team. You know, you get the worker rush followed by the cannon rush followed by a DT rush. I mean, it doesn't get much cheesier than that. That is a triple cheeseburger with noob sauce.
Yeah, I like that, with
that
noob
works.
sauce. Synchro tried to get a Zealot out of his base, got annihilated immediately. Very, very poor micro, and now this complete cannon wall off from Conquistador is just taking stuff to the house right now. He's gonna have sort of a problem putting cannons right in front of the ramp for Synchro. This is a massive amount of cannons early game, and I tell you what, the only way my team is going to be able to transition and actually win this game is if they start picking up some high-yield expansions.
Yeah, I don't really know. I mean, in the teal Zerg is completely out of the game, but yeah, I mean you can't win on cheese alone, can you?
We've
I'm asking a lot of questions
before.
today.
I know. I'm very, very thoughtful today. And I see 2 Dark Templar being warped in here by the, speaking of high yield, the pylon over the high yield expansion. Cannoneers is going to move in. And guess what? There is no detection whatsoever right now in Bobby Lee Swagger's base. The Robo facility just coming up right now. Cannoneers ignoring the Robo facility and going straight for the workers.
Oh, he's just tearing those workers up. You would think Bobby Lee Swagger was relying on his swagger and said, I don't need any observers, I don't need any detection. And I would think most of the time that would work. That would bet my guess. I would have bet on that working. But in the end, he's going to try and pump out that observer. I guess it didn't work. Those DTs, it's kind of a race, and I'm thinking the DTs are going to win it.
Oh, yes, they are. Yes, indeed. Oh, at 80%, that sucker explodes, going straight for the Nexus at this point. Bobby Lee Swagger. Oh, here come 2 more DTs. This base is completely doomed. My team, oh my gosh, this is absolutely epic. My team is making me so happy right now. Thank you so much for submitting this Trollcast to us.
And this is why you should always have a Terran on your team. Or your team should be all Terrans.
Oh, and the Nexus goes down. Bobby Lee Swagger, oh, he calls everybody pussies. Are you kidding me? That was straight up balls out.
Yeah, I'm not impressed with Bobby Lee Swagger. He is not living up to his name, and he should give it up to someone who's got the right it factor, which I'm not sure he has anymore.
Yeah, me neither. I don't think he does either. A Forge being dropped down here by Synchro, and yet no detectors have been built by Synchro, even though he sees his ally getting completely annihilated by DTs.
He's got 3 Forges, though.
He's going upgrade crazy. Armor plus weapons, no plasma shields getting upgraded yet, so why would you put up that 3rd Forge if you aren't going to do shields?
I don't know. It kind of makes a nice triangle. Looks good. Aesthetically pleasing.
This is real, Conquistador says. He's keeping it real right now. He's keeping it so real. He's containing 2 opponents right now with all those cannons, and those DTs are just going to town on Synchro's base. Synchro, I mean, these guys, they've got to just be so upset right now.
Why wouldn't he build an observer? Like, a RoboBait observer? I think he had plenty of time.
I think he did too, but he does have the cannons up now, which means his DT strategy is not going to work anymore. DT's trying to survive there, barely escapes there with that 1 DT. Going to go straight back for the Nexus, though, and start eating that for breakfast.
Yeah, my team's looking pretty in trouble here. Bobby Lee Swagger's got kind of an army. He's rolling out with it, so... Oh, that was kind of a nice force field block on that DT. I didn't actually get a really good shot of it, but it was kind of nice. I'll give him that. It's got a little swagger in his step there.
He does.
But I think, let's see what he does with his army, if anything.
Well, I mean, it looks like he's going to just be able to straight roll Cannoneers as he's chrono boosting all of his warp gates, trying to refresh those cooldowns, trying to get something in here. The probes are now taking it up. Let's sell it. Oh, I'm only able to take down 1 probe, and this force is completely dominant, but we do have 2 DTs backing it up here. Now they're all pinned in, and the DTs are ripping everything to shreds.
You sound really excited.
I do. Man, you know, like anything
you love
with the word
DTs.
Templar in it.
Yeah, I know.
I love DTs. I love it.
You do. It's kind of unnatural how much you love DTs, but we let it slide.
DTs, HTs, give me the Dark Archon in the expansion. I want it. I want the mind control. I want something. And
you're probably going to have to wait till the Protoss expansion for that, if you ever get it.
That's probably true. You know what, Danny? We haven't checked in with our good friend, the Gosu tab. Units lost right now.
Oh, I love the Gosu tab. Let's check it out.
Oh, Bobby Lee Swagger. He's in first place with 4,800, 4,900. He's just jumping up all over the place, but I think he is now peaked out at that amount. So hopefully, for your sake, at least you'll get the JPEG of a trophy for your boy Bob.
Yeah, that'll be nice for him. So he set the mark at 5,000 about for the Gosu tab for the game. So the mark is set rather high-ish, not unattainable though. So there's still time with some good noobing to really, really get yourself up there and somebody else to win that trophy.
Absolutely, and for everyone that has emailed us thus far, who has won the Gosu tab has received a JPEG of a trophy.
That's true.
It is true.
And Synchro just pumping out stalkers, trying to basically snipe these cannons out here. He's basically held in his base pretty hard. I don't know why he hasn't just built some sort of built a warp gate, filled it up, and just charged. Conquistador's base, you can kind of just go around. I think there are air units in this game that you can go around with.
Yeah, they are. By Warp Gate, you mean Warp Prism. Yeah,
yes.
That would be absolutely epic. Or he could just get Blink on his Stalkers and just blink off the side of the cliff and just walk his stuff on over there. So that wouldn't be too hard. Look at the D here from Conquistador, building a Spanish-style fort. I mean, look at it. There's no way he's going to get in there unless he has, unless Synchro ends up producing some sort of Colossi.
Yeah, that's crazy. But there is that nice little path for the Zerglings to come in. So they've clearly done. They said this was their first all-in cheese, but they've clearly done this cheese before with that plan. Those Zerglings look good. They kind of look like an arrow.
They do. Yeah, they're kind of pointing to the top right. I'm going to keep following that. Is there treasure up here?
I hope so. I found Cannoneer's base, sort of.
Oh.
That's not very interesting.
No, well, I guess it's not. Looks like Carpet is still in the game here. He's just got a bunch of drones mining. He's gone up to layer tech, but I mean, what is he going to do? He's got 600 minerals right now. What the heck is this boy doing?
I don't know. I guess he got some money from Swagger, or maybe I don't know, or maybe Synchro. I wasn't really watching. I assumed he was right out of the game, but is he going to come back with the surprise massive army? My money's on no.
Yeah, my money's on no too, man. And we got a Roach Warren from Daniel, as well as the spawning pool, and he's expanded at this point. So, yeah, I think he's starting to take advantage of the map. Conquistador could expand. It looks like Cannoners has expanded, but nobody's really taking advantage of it much. Cannoners is building a warp prism, which, as I follow that dot, is queued up to move over here by the cannons. So it looks like his plan is to start warping and stuff into the back of this base while the front is completely cut off by cannons. But all these Zerglings are coming in right now on Carpet. This has been Carpet's worst game of all time. I don't know why this kid has not quit, as his base is just getting completely wrecked up. It is doomed.
Yeah, so whoever gave him those minerals, that worked out pretty well. In the end, nothing you can really do when you get taken out that early. Very rarely, outside of a free-for-all, are you ever really able to build back up. So it was only a matter of time before your team walked in there and handled that business.
Oh, yeah. Daniel, what is Daniel doing? There's this big battle going on between these stalkers and these cannons. Daniel, thank you very much. Move those Zerglings in. The Zerglings going to be very, very effective. Is he going to be able to get this around? No. Synchro doing a great job of just having this block off here and really having, other people would call it a choke point, and just murdering those Zerglings. Daniel kept them in there way too long, and please don't tell me Synchro is going to win this.
Synchro seems to be probably the best player in this whole game, which is saying something. I'm not sure. You read that for what you will. As he's suiciding his stalkers, I may want to take that back, but he seems to have a general idea of what he's doing, at least.
He does. He does just seem to have a general idea. He's got a robo facility right now. He's not pumping out any Immortals. I don't know if he knows, but Immortals would melt those cannons. No, instead he's pooping out 3 observers.
I see. You messed up your word.
I did it on accident. I just had to go with it.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes. Got some mutas on the field now from Daniel. Like, not just 5. No need to go overboard, be excessive with your mutas. Just 5 is fine.
Yeah, just keep them around. You know, that was a really good choice of units, too, considering Synchro's all stalkers.
Yeah.
I thought that was really smart.
That was good. I liked it.
Yeah. Conquistador moving his boys in. Gonna head right back into the death choke point as these stalkers are just out-microing him, and all those cannons are annihilating him. And Conquistador, I think, did 0 damage in that entire assault, but did lose half of his army. So he does have that to be proud of.
I would be proud of that. I mean, you gotta take your victories in ways that you can take them, you know?
He's definitely taking it right now. He's moving those boys in once again. No charge upgrades. Are they going to get a hit off? Oh, I think they tried to get one off. Nope, but they all died again. And Conquistador's like, well, shoot. Zealots aren't working. All I have are a bunch of minerals, so I'll just build 14 more cannons.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So, I mean, at least he's changing his strategy up. If I see him send that line of Zealots without charging again, I think I might lose it.
Oh, Cannoners right now. By the way, he is Mr. Moneybags. I mean, look at how much resources this kid has. 4,000 minerals, 1,400 gas. He could feed everything to his team. They could just take this game down. But you know, I guess he's a savvy investor. He wants to hold on until the market's more favorable.
I think that's smart. I mean, the market's down right now. If he just rates on it, sits on it, or you know, waits for it's going to hit its bottom soon. I could feel it. The mineral prices are going to, I mean, they're going to hit their bottom and then they're going to skyrocket up. Just you wait. I'm calling it.
You're calling it?
I don't know what the stock market is.
is this going to happen over like the course of this game or over the course of like years? Because I don't want to wait years to have this kid invest.
Well, we all want things and don't want things, and you're going to be disappointed in life.
Shut up. All right. All right. Look, come on, guys. Like, seriously, my team needs to move in here and finish this up. And they're talking in the chat box here. And, I mean, seriously, there's too much friendly chat going on and not enough friendly killing.
Yeah, and no rage. Where's the rage?
Yeah, it seems to be friendly.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
I don't either. I mean, you're, if you get cheese like this, why aren't you upset and throwing down racial slurs and following, you know, normal BattleNet etiquette?
I don't know. Maybe they didn't get the memo.
I guess they didn't. Maybe they're actual players. I don't know. The Zealots are doing some damage here. Getting a couple shots off on that Photon Cannon. Totally worth it. The Photon Cannon has 7 kills. So good for him. By the way, Synchro has got to be running out of resources here soon. All of his mineral patches only have about 75 left. So he's going to be completely boned. I mean, he's got such a huge, huge force of stalkers. He does have Blink. If he just blinked out of his base, he could probably just start attacking everybody and win.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. It's still basically 3-on-1 at this point. Does Orange even have an arm? Orange has those DTs floating around, so I don't know. You guys are boring me. Something happened.
Yeah, for real. Like I said at the beginning of this replay, we're scraping the bottom of the barrel to do
We
our
got some
Trollcast.
Mutalist action actually right here. Just picking off those forges back and forth.
Yeah,
Basically
pretty
patrolling with those Mutalists, hitting a couple times or running back.
I like that.
But Synchro's just needs to leave his army there so they don't have to keep rocking back. There we go. Gets him with the blink there. Ooh. And then, okay, that's the end of that. Well, that was fun.
That was a whole lot of micro. I think they're going to need to take a break right now.
Yeah, they're going to have to.
Yeah. Whew. All right, guys, just regroup. It's okay. It's okay. Everybody build up some units and attack the only remaining person in the game. More observers being pumped out. You see the massive amount of observers. This kid wants to see the whole map.
Well, there are Dark Templar in play.
That's true. That is very, very true. You can't be too careful. That's what I always say.
I know, right?
Look at this Nexus placement here from Conquistador. He's like, oh, I don't have time to bust up these rocks at the top. Time to drop the Nexus on the outside. No problem there, buddy.
That's a good impression.
Thank you very much. Finally, Cannoners has decided to use his resources in an intelligent manner. He's got a couple Colossi coming across the map right now. That will actually allow them to, say, siege the enemy and finish up this game.
Yeah, that's about 5 minutes late or 10 minutes late. Or how long is this replay?
It's like we're like 25 minutes into this thing, man. That's like the first like tier 3 unit we've seen out of this kid. Oh, never mind. Dark Templar early in the game.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's got some probes loaded up here in this warp prism that he's moving across here. Was he gonna
we
do
got crazy stalker action.
Oh my gosh, look at this! Oh, the dispersion bubbles all wrapped right now. They're taking minimal amounts of damage. However, these Colossi doing crazy amounts of damage here. These Stalkers are not going to be able to do anything about it. Oh, they're blinking out, but all those cannons are now going to rip into them with the circling reinforcements coming in. This is the peak, the pinnacle of the game. The Mutalist going to finish up the job. It looks like Synchro is completely boned right now. Evidently, those Colossi made all the difference.
Yeah, and you know, good old Synchro will give him you know, give him some credit for trying, but you can't win a 3v1.
Oh, Bobby Lee Swagger was still in this. He's calling everybody some FAGs. Good job there. That's the rage we were talking about. He's stuck around all that time.
He did deliver in the end, so you got to give him that.
Yeah, there was the swagger. That was very, very nice. No racial slurs, but I mean, anti-homosexuality, that can do.
In a pinch, yeah.
In a pinch. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching this completely ridiculous replay. If you have your own replay that you want us to cast of just really, really terrible play, very entertaining games, insane tactics, send it on over to us. FTWBroadcasting at gmail.com. Give us a detailed description, please. We want to thank once again Force Strategy Gaming for hosting this replay on his channel. By the way, his channel's awesome. Subscribe to him if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll see you in our next cast.